good afternoon, everybody. Hi, Bella.
Bizoe.
Yeah, Bizoe, Bizoe. There's Bizoe. Okay.
Well, you'll do us the honors of opening this wine.
Yeah, and allow me to introduce, because Rikus and I have come a long way. Rikus Nietling, really, really good friend of mine, super gentleman. I actually tasted Rikus's first vintage in 2009.
You can carry on opening. Can you multitask?
Yeah, of course I can. At the Table Bay, and we tasted the 2008 was his first vintage, and that was in 2009.
So he's been around the block.
He has been. He has indeed, and just gone from strength to strength.
But you know, this is my own. It's not what he said. It's my own. Where's my words?
Your own opinion.
My own opinion. It says Bizoe. Okay, yes, Bizoe means kiss in French, but I don't think the inspiration was necessarily French, although the French is an inspiration somewhere along any winemaker's career. But it's about family. It's about the love of family. Like you'll see the one wine, Estalét. It's named after his wife.
Yep.
So I think there's a lot of personal love put into the Bizoe brand.
Sure.
And he doesn't follow trends. If you've tasted some of his wines, you've tasted the Semillon. It's not wines that he's not trying to make wine like somebody else in South Africa, you know. And he's got his own idea of what he wants to do. And I love the Semillon. It's very like Hunter Valley like Semillon in Australia, but it's just a Rikus wine. And I think this is what this wine will tell us as well.
What I found amazing, you'll probably agree with me, is the fact that Rikus's personality comes through in his wines.
But that's what I just said.
No. But I mean, Rikus is a very, very humble, very soft-spoken gentleman, and I say gentleman with a capital G.
That's correct.
And his wines come across, always in proportion, always elegant, and all made for longevity, which I wish him and his family.
It makes him, because we talk like you're not here, but I know you're going to watch us at some point. It's almost like he's like a hidden gem that you want to go and discover.
Whoa!
Because he's not all over. He's not advertising the brand as such, but so you literally have to go and, somebody tells you about this brand and somebody tells them that, somebody else about this brand. And it's kind of that word of mouth.
But that's exactly. I mean, we're going to and fro. It's exactly what I'm saying.
Boom.
Yeah, boom.
Boom.
So Rikus is that just humble person, and he does all the talking in the cellar. I think we need to get to this wine.
Okay.
All right. So what do we got, Mrs. Militio?
You're a bit suinig, hè?
Am I suinig, hè? Can we pour some more? I wonder why am I suinig? We're not suinig anymore. All right.
Thank you very much.
No,
well,
pleasure
nice
very
color.
much. So Syrah 2018. Yes. On the nose, vediamo.
So he's got wine of origin Western Cape. So I think he gets fruit from different places. I know that he really sources fruit from areas with a specific style in mind, to get a little bit of that voluptuousness of the warmer areas and a bit more of a salinity from the cooler areas. I know I've chilled it down a little bit.
Just a little bit. That's fine. A little bit more difficult on the nose, but it's fine. I mean, there's so much black fruit, black plum, black currants, blackberries, and then you go past that, and I'm getting almost, when you open up a bottle of Kalamata olives, that olive brine. I'm picking up quite a lot of olive brine.
But your olive brine is my Parma fat. That salty, if you take a Parma ham whole before slicing it and you smell it, it's got that kind of saltiness. So I suppose it's whatever saltiness is your reference. Sure. But then it's got there is some red fruit, I see it, but the dark fruit is like the core of the wine. It kind of holds it together with, we're going to taste the tannins now. But then on the peripheral, it's got like dried pomegranates, goji berry. There's some red fruit as well.
Okay.
Which makes it quite complex if you have all these different clusters of fruit.
Actually, it's not cold at all. It's very, very good temperature. Again, stylistically as a Syrah, it's spot on, eh? Very gentle tannins, medium palate, medium acidity.
Yeah, I think it's more it's quite a unassuming wine at first, but it's very very gently executed. There's not a lot of oak influence. There's not a lot of interference, so the wine is quite gentle in that approach.
Yeah.
But to me, the tannin has got a bit more of a chalky, you know, the gravelly chalk when you've just broken a chalk plate. It's got that kind of a texture for me. So, but you say medium, yes, medium, but medium in a good way.
Absolutely.
Not medium like an average medium.
No,
It's just, you know, it's not a flat
not
line
over
medium.
the top. It's not a.
It's just a restrained medium.
Yeah.
That can, absolutely.
Quite leathery.
Well, I think it will, whatever it will, as it warms up, and now, because I served it quite cold, so it was quite more restrained even. And now as it warms up a bit,
Sure.
it brings a bit more of that English leather, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of mace, all those.
I'm getting quite a lot of cedar too. That cigar box.
Yeah.
That cedar wood.
Yeah.
A brand new cigar box.
Yeah.
No cigars have gone in it yet.
So, you know, when George and I taste wines, it's not about regurgitating, you know, aromas we get. It's looking for typicity and trying to see why would somebody take out 225 rand for a bottle of wine. Reason is, it's got fruit, it's got
Fruit's a
freshness,
hero in this
it's
wine.
got structure.
Absolutely.
So whatever your guest wants to eat tonight, it's a
Tick, tick,
wine that's
tick,
going to
tick,
tick
tick.
all the boxes for different preferences around the
Correct.
table.
Correct.
So I think that's why it's important
Sure.
to kind of dissect a wine and to see, you know, who's going to be the people
Sure.
enjoying a wine like this.
But you know and I'm sorry, forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but it's just amazing how this golden thread goes through from Ricus into his wine.
yeah.
It's just you can put the two together. It's carbon
Gentle.
copy. Yeah, gentle but affirmative. Yeah,
Yes,
right.
yes,
And
yes.
he knows, and everything,
Gentle but confident.
and everything's done with intent. There was a reason that
Yeah.
that he got everything in this one stop, Sam.
No, it's like you.
Yeah.
Everything you do is also with intent.
Alright. So, Mr. Netling. Oh, by the way, I saw the other day. He's released the Ricus Netling wine. You must see. Have you seen it? The labels very, very modern.
That's a story for another day. Something quite
Yeah, but they
exciting.
just caught my eye.
Pretty labels.
Yeah,
though.
amazingly beautiful labels, and I'm sure the wine is also good. So, Ricus, thank you very much for the opportunity. It's always a privilege and a pleasure tasting your wines.
Absolutely.
And we look forward to tasting many, many more going forward. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, fella. All the time, this crow. I'll put off.
Have you heard it?